A private doctor wants to meet you but not in his clinic. Archangel Michael says, there's a shift in your energy field that has triggered an unusual alert. A man wearing white, but not standing in his usual place, has been watching your case from afar. He has chosen not to wait behind the sterile curtains of his office, because time is running out. Something inside your life has activated an old sealed file. This is not just medical, it's spiritual, psychological, ancestral. The reason he refuses to see you in his clinic is because someone there cannot be trusted anymore. He has seen something in your reports that goes far beyond physical illness. And someone you don't expect has already tried to erase that portion. But the truth is too loud, and this doctor won't ignore it anymore. The doctor knows you felt things in your body that others dismissed. It's not anxiety. It's not stress. It's a coded signal waking up inside you, and he wants to discuss this privately, urgently. Type Amen to get blessing 773. The moment he looked deeper into your record, his hands began to shake. Not because of fear, but because your body is reacting to something that was implanted long ago. He has suspected this type of silent suffering only occurs in 1 out of every 700,000 souls. This is why he does not want the clinic's walls to hear this. He wants to meet you in a quiet, controlled, spiritually neutral place. Because not everyone on his team is who they claim to be. You are now under observation not just by him, but by those who never wanted you to unlock the real reason you've been feeling what you've been feeling. This isn't about symptoms. This is about a pattern in your cellular memory trying to rise to the surface. Archangel Michael says he placed that signal inside you before your birth. And now, a divine professional on earth is finally listening. He sees beyond your scans. He sees the mark in your aura. Type Amen to get blessing 554. The doctor traced something back to a childhood event you barely remember. It wasn't a dream, it happened. And your body has carried the whisper of it ever since. There is something about your blood. Something about the third line in your DNA strand. It's not just human, and that is why someone doesn't want you to meet him formally. He chose to meet you outside of the clinic because what he has to tell you could rewrite everything. The name, the date, the strange sharp pain that came and went, all connected. But he's afraid your official file is being monitored. He wants to give you something wrapped in a plain folder. Inside it is an analysis not meant to exist. It was generated from a machine he secretly tested off the grid, because he suspected your system was being spiritually hacked. Type Amen to get blessing 998. When he called your name last night, a light flickered in his home. He knows what that means. That whenever someone tries to protect you, strange energy interrupts the space. There is a woman who visited him recently. She claimed to be your relative. But when he asked her a question only family would know, she stayed silent. That woman doesn't want this meeting to happen. She knows that once you hear what this doctor has discovered, you'll stop trusting her forever. She has interfered with your health, your mind, and even your medication. Archangel Michael says, the reason you still standing despite all odds is because heaven overrode what she tried to program. Your resistance is divine. And your healing will begin the moment this doctor speaks with you outside the walls. Type Amen to get blessing 220. He chose a quiet cafe not far from a park. It's a place frequented by artists, healers, and wanderers, where no recording devices are allowed. There, he plans to hand you something that will make your heart race. You may feel nervous. You may feel like it's unnecessary. But what you will receive is not only life-altering, it will free you from something you've been carrying unknowingly. The folder contains a map of your body's energetic points, and in 3 specific zones, something is misaligned. Not by accident, but by design. This meeting will be the first time someone has dared to say what's been suppressed in the system. Your illness, or what others call illness, was never just physical. It was a signal of spiritual interference, embedded into your body the day you were betrayed by someone who claimed to love you. Type Amen to get blessing 661. He will show you a printed page of vibrations captured from your breath. It shows movement when there should be stillness, meaning, something is breathing inside you that doesn't belong to this timeline. The doctor is not afraid anymore. He knows now why he was drawn to your case, even without meeting you. He dreamt of you 3 times, and each time, you whispered something from a bed of light. That wasn't coincidence, it was recall. You and he crossed paths in another lifetime. And he vowed to help you when the moment returned again. You may think your body has been failing you, but it's been trying to speak louder than your surroundings allow. That's why the pain, the flashes, the sudden dizziness, they all mean something. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The doctor believes your nervous system is carrying encrypted data. It's more than your muscles or brain, it's your soul's recorder. Someone tried to silence it. Your file was flagged and your name shifted to a private list. He noticed the tampering when one of your scans was completely missing from the central system. Only a handful of people can delete like that. This doctor still had a backup. He didn't trust the system. And when he opened that backup, he saw what he feared. Your truth was being buried in digital shadows. What he found will not only help you understand yourself, it will make you confront someone in your family who's been hiding part of your origin. Type Amen to get blessing 818. He believes your case has been misdiagnosed 3 times. Not because of incompetence, but because someone instructed the previous doctors to overlook the deeper signals. The one who did it works in legal medicine. He cannot discuss this openly. That's why this off-site meeting is necessary. You may not fully understand until he shows you the cross-analysis himself. There are patterns in your body that do not belong to this generation. You've inherited something ancient, something sacred, and the system called it abnormal. But this doctor sees it as divine code. Archangel Michael says, your body is waking up to the truth of your origin. This awakening cannot be medicated. It must be understood. Type Amen to get blessing 342. He will ask you a strange question when you meet. Do you feel pain in places you've never been touched? Don't dismiss it. That question is the doorway. You have emotional wounds placed in physical form, and one of them links directly to a decision made on your behalf without your permission. A decision made the year your life began to shift. The doctor will pull out a photograph during your talk. A satellite scan showing energy movement around your home. He'll point to a corner of your bedroom that's holding frequency tension. He wants to help, but he's risking his license, his career, even his safety, because the truth you're about to learn was never meant to be spoken aloud. Type Amen to get blessing 591. This doctor is not just a man of science. He is part of a silent network of healers who understand frequency, light, and energy codes. And you, unknowingly, carry a rare template. He believes that in your sleep, you've been downloading information from the spiritual realm. That's why you wake up feeling heavy even after long rest. It's not fatigue, it's transfer. Someone once stole something from you, an artifact that belonged to your spirit before you were born. That energy theft has caused internal confusion ever since. But this doctor believes it can be returned. He needs to give you a crystal. It's small, bluish in color, and it vibrates. You won't see it in hospitals. It's not in any official handbook. But once you hold it, something inside you will begin to stabilize. Type Amen to get blessing 705. He will place it in your left hand, and ask you to speak your full name. Your real name. Not the one printed on your ID, but the one only your soul remembers. When you say it, a vibration will pass through the crystal and create an echo only he can hear. That's how he knows you are who you are. This doctor believes you, one of the few left with the spiritual signature of divine balance. That's why things around you break, flicker, or shift. You alter frequency just by being. But too many people tried to shut that part down in you. And now your body is responding with signs of revolt. That's what he wants to fix, not just medically, but cosmically. Type Amen to get blessing 369. He's writing everything in a notebook that cannot be photographed. It's sealed by hand. Only you will get a copy of the final note. After the meeting, he will instruct you to wait 3 days. No interaction with those who doubt you. No explaining. Just observe, and everything will begin to align. A woman will try to call you right after your meeting. She will sound concerned, but her real reason is to find out what the doctor told you. Don't say anything. Just listen. Because the minute you speak the truth out loud too early, the interference will increase. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1007. The doctor has already requested extra spiritual protection the night before your meeting. He placed symbols around his space, ones he hasn't used in years. That's how he knows this isn't just medical anymore, it's mystical warfare. He's never met a case like yours. You appear healthy to most, but your body pulses. With hidden data, you've been carrying divine information within you, and it's been trying to leak out. That's why some nights your dreams don't feel like dreams. That's why you wake up hearing voices or feeling like you weren't alone. Because you, being scanned, not by machines, but by energies. Type Amen to get blessing 667. This doctor has seen the same frequency in exactly 2 other people in his entire life. One disappeared after an unexplained illness. The other now lives far away under a new name, protected. He believes you may be the third. And this meeting is the chance to give you what was denied to them: answers, clarity, freedom. He will ask you to breathe deeply while holding a sealed item. It's wrapped in white silk and was prepared by his grandmother, who also worked in the realm of forbidden healing. Once you touch it, your heart will beat differently. He'll then reveal the name of a drug you may have taken unknowingly. Something you were given long ago, hidden in something as simple as tea or a vitamin. It altered your perception of truth and slowed your cellular memory. Type Amen to get blessing 884. This is why you've had sudden doubts, sudden fatigue, emotional shifts with no cause. You were being chemically veiled. The person responsible might not even know what they did. They may have been instructed by another. But the outcome was real, and this doctor has seen the chemical trail in your scan. You're being protected now. That's why the symptoms have become loud again. Archangel Michael says your angels are letting your system sound the alarm. And this private meeting is your only chance to receive the antidote without alerting the same system that tried to shut you down. Type Amen to get blessing 451. He knows you're sacred. He knows your energy is a missing key in a spiritual grid long broken. And that's why those working in darkness wanted you invisible. But you cannot be erased. Not now. Not after coming this far. This doctor saw your name in a vision. Not on a chart, but written in fire on a wall. It woke him from sleep. It forced him to pull your record again and look deeper. He wants to prepare you for what's next. Because after this meeting, your physical body will begin to feel different. Lighter. But also more sensitive. Type Amen to get blessing 532. You may notice a tingling in your back. Or heat on your hands. Don't panic. It's your body realigning to truth. He'll also give you a photo of a symbol. It's one you must place near where you sleep. It is meant to cancel out the last fragments of spiritual interference still stuck to your field. This doctor may never meet you again after this. He says this is a one-time handover, a passing of the scroll. Archangel Michael says you have walked through fire without realizing it. And now the smoke is clearing, your eyes are opening to what was always trying to reach you. Type Amen to get blessing 229. The pain you felt wasn't weakness. It was evidence. The interruption in your sleep pattern? Not just stress, but alignment. This doctor knows once your body purges the last layer of interference, a hidden gift will return. One you had as a child but forgot. You will begin hearing messages in your dreams clearly. You'll feel drawn to certain colors, numbers, names. That's your soul's original compass waking up. There's a chance someone close to you will suddenly react harshly after your meeting. That's how you'll know they were benefiting from your confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 946. Don't fight. Don't explain. Just walk away in peace. You are not meant to drag everyone into your next season. He will tell you about 3 places to avoid for the next 17 days. Not for fear, but because your energy is too vulnerable to absorb what's there. He will also mention a name you haven't heard in years. It will come with a warning. This person is watching you again, and their role in your earlier suffering was greater than you knew. You're not alone anymore. Your angels have returned. They walk ahead of you, clearing every false path that once trapped your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 360. He will ask if you've noticed birds following you, animals acting strange around you, devices glitching when you enter the room. These are not random. He says your presence carries code, one that activates or disrupts anything not built on truth. That's why your light cannot stay hidden forever. After this meeting, something ancient will unlock inside you. A sound, a feeling, a memory you never expected. It will bring tears, but they won't be sad. They'll be release. You'll finally know you weren't imagining it all. Type Amen to get blessing 811. The pain, the silence, the rejection, the coldness from those you trusted. It all happened to delay your awakening. But your time has come. This doctor will leave a message behind for you even if you miss the meeting. But you must go. You must show up, because your healing begins in presence, not just prescription. He knows you've suffered quietly, that your story was never fully told. And this meeting is the first chapter of your new book. Archangel Michael says your name is now etched in a divine registry, and that registry is calling you toward your true assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 424 before you leave the meeting. He'll place one final item in your palm. It's not physical, it's energetic. You'll feel warmth, and something in your chest will unlock. Your breath will change. Your hands might tremble, but your soul will settle into peace for the first time in years. He'll tell you something simple before you walk away. You're not broken. You're encoded. And with that, your journey begins anew. Your new chapter is not built from pain, it's built from revelation. And everything you were denied will now return multiplied. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 707. The moment your hand touched what he gave you, something shifted deep inside. It wasn't a physical shift, it was vibrational. Your cells registered a frequency they had not heard since the day you were born. You may have walked out of that meeting thinking it's over, but it was only the beginning. The air around you feels different, doesn't it? That's because the veil that blurred your perception has been lifted. From this day, your body will reject what is not aligned. Certain foods may taste wrong. Certain places may feel heavy. Certain people may instantly feel unfamiliar. Type Amen to get blessing 318. Your spiritual immune system has turned back on. This means the person who used to manipulate your emotions will now feel blocked when they try. The words that used to hook you will now sound hollow. Your nervous system is no longer being remotely influenced. What was crawling under your skin is gone. What felt like internal shaking will now reduce day by day. The doctor told you there would be a period of emotional detox. You may feel waves of sadness or bursts of joy. Let them come. These are echoes of your old energy finally leaving. That crystal? Keep it close. Under your pillow. Near your chest. It's a key, not just an object. Type Amen to get blessing 902. You are going to start remembering things. Not like ordinary memories, but fragments, glimpses, symbols, a face here, a name there. This is not imagination, it's recall. The doctor was not just diagnosing you. He was activating you. What he said might feel simple now, but watch how it repeats itself in your dreams. That's how you'll know it was real. Your dreams are now your classroom. Your breath is now your compass. Your body is no longer your enemy. It's your most honest guide. Some people around you will not like this change. They were invested in your fog. They preferred you silent, confused, dependent. But that season is over. Type Amen to get blessing 637. You're going to notice how many things in your life were designed to keep you distracted. And now that your awareness is heightened, everything not in truth will begin to fall away. There will be emotional exits. Don't fear them. Relationships based on your weakened state can't survive your rising. Let them go without guilt. The doctor handed you a truth that is older than your pain. You were encoded long before you were ever wounded. And now that code is active. A woman will come into your path this week. She will act overly curious about where you went and who you saw. But her spirit will feel unsettled near you. That's your sign. She knew more than she admitted. Type Amen to get blessing 540. Archangel Michael says, you are walking into a protected timeline. One that was reserved for you once you awakened. You may feel like crying for no reason. That's not weakness. It's memory leaving the body. You are healing from years of internal war. The doctor's warning about the symbol in your sleep space is already proving true. If you've placed it correctly, your nightmares have started to shift. No more running. No more faceless chasers. Only messages. The person who manipulated your choices using emotional guilt is going to try again. This time, you'll feel it like a cold wind. Unnatural. Forced. And you'll know exactly how to walk away. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The private doctor has now removed himself from your narrative. His task is complete. He was sent to deliver a sealed message, and you accepted it. What he didn't say in words, he said in vibration. That folder held more than data. It held a spiritual permission slip. You are now allowed to walk forward fully awake. You may even see lights or orbs near you over the next few days. Don't fear it. That's angelic confirmation. The realm of heaven is closer now than ever. And someone from your past, someone who denied your pain, is going to try to return. But this time, you'll stand in your truth. You won't shrink. Type Amen to get blessing 414. That moment outside the clinic, when he looked into your eyes before handing you the folder, did you feel that static? That electricity wasn't your imagination. It was a soul-to-soul transfer. He knew your time had come. And Archangel Michael stood right beside you during that moment. Silent. Unseen. But guarding. Now, listen carefully. Your body will lead you to places that feel oddly familiar. Don't ignore them. These are coordinates for your activation path. Something you used to fear, like public speaking, writing, singing, or even touch, will suddenly feel different. That's because the block is gone. The doctor didn't just heal you. He removed a spiritual implant. Type Amen to get blessing 787. Soon, you'll meet another person. Not a doctor. Not an angel. But someone who's been through exactly what you have. Their story will echo yours in eerie ways. You will feel like you've met yourself. This connection is part of your next assignment. You too will help others. Speak the unspoken. Guide the misunderstood. The spiritual darkness that once made your skin crawl has now retreated. That's why you feel lighter. You are no longer leaking energy into places that don't honor your existence. One warning remains. Do not attempt to explain your experience to those who mock the spiritual. It will drain you. This journey is sacred. Not everyone has earned the right to hear it. Type Amen to get blessing 565. You have a task now. Something small but powerful. Burn the first copy of your old medical report. The one that held the misdiagnosis. Let the smoke rise as a declaration that you no longer accept that version of yourself. The private doctor will now go silent. Not out of neglect, but because his part is done. You've been handed the scroll. You are the carrier now. Some nights you may hear whispers or feel a gentle pressure around your head. That's spiritual adjustment. Your crown is aligning. You will begin hearing a faint sound when people lie. A drop in their tone. A tiny shift in their eyes. This is your divine gift unlocking. Use it wisely. Type Amen to get blessing 153, and if fear tries to return, just place your hand over the crystal and breathe. Speak your name. Not the one the world gave you, but the one your soul now remembers. You are not who you were last week. Not even yesterday. You've crossed through a veil. And the other side is truth. Archangel Michael says your light cannot be stopped anymore. The wrong people will disappear. The right path will clear. And everything you lost will come back, restored. You are marked, protected, sent, and now, finally, fully aware. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 999. From the moment you walked away from that secret meeting, the world around you began to rearrange itself. You haven't fully noticed it yet, but it's already begun. Everything that was hidden is slowly rising to the surface. The private doctor planted a frequency into your field with his final words. Not a curse, not a warning, but a silent activation. That code is now unlocking memories your body kept buried. You may have started hearing soft ringing in your ears or feeling an urge to speak names you haven't thought about in years. Don't push them away. These moments are pieces of your original truth coming back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You were chosen to receive this awakening because no one else in your family could survive it. The energy would have broken them, but you were built for it. The pain you once feared is now becoming your guide. The signals your body sends you, goosebumps, chills, a sudden pulse in your wrist, they're not random. They're divine alerts now. The folder the doctor gave you wasn't just a report. It's a map. The ink he used came from a sacred plant. One drop of it carries messages that only your body can translate. You may start to feel a pulling sensation in the back of your neck. That's where your spiritual download center is opening. You're being upgraded. Type Amen to get blessing 219. Your voice is about to change. Not in pitch, but in power. People who once ignored you will suddenly pause when you speak. Your words will carry frequency, and the energy behind them will shake old energies out of rooms. There will be one person who tries to get close again soon. They will say things like, "You've changed," or "You're acting different." Don't be shaken. They're not lying. You have changed, and they can feel they no longer have access. Archangel Michael says this is your shield phase. You are not to give explanations, apologies, or reassurances. This shift is yours alone. There's a name written on the back page of the folder. You may not recognize it yet, but soon, you'll meet this person. And when you do, the final piece of your soul contract will begin. Type Amen to get blessing 732. This next phase of your life will require silence, clarity, and truth. That's why the doctor told you not to return to the clinic. They already know you've been activated, and they will try to lure you back under false concern. Someone will offer you a test or invite you to an urgent reevaluation. Decline it. That path is closed. You've moved beyond their reach. Your healing will now come from energy alignment, not prescriptions. And your medicine will be sacred rest, spiritual boundaries, and truth-telling. The emotional breakdowns you used to have, they're turning into breakthroughs. Your body no longer needs to scream to be heard. Type Amen to get blessing 687. The angels guarding you have changed formation. Now, 2 walk behind you and 1 walks ahead. They are preparing the road so your feet do not stumble in this rising journey. You'll notice it in small things. Traffic lights will shift as you approach. Strangers will glance at you longer than usual. Children may wave or smile without reason. That's not randomness, it's resonance. What the doctor gave you has marked your frequency. You're now spiritually visible in ways you weren't before. Even those working in darkness can feel it, but they can no longer reach you. A woman who once tried to spiritually manipulate you is sensing her grip loosening. She may act erratic, suddenly kind, suddenly cruel. Stay centered. Her time is done. Type Amen to get blessing 204. You'll begin to attract situations that mirror your healing. New people, new opportunities, new insights. Things that felt stuck for years will start to move again. Do not resist the detours. Do not panic when you lose things suddenly. These are spiritual reorganizations. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. The next 11 days are crucial. They will feel fast, blurry, and full of energy spikes. You may need more sleep. Drink water blessed by your own intention. Speak over it. Whisper your truth into it. You are shedding an old skin. The final residue of a false identity placed upon you by those who feared your light. Type Amen to get blessing 990. Soon, you'll be called into a space where you must speak, publicly or privately. Don't over-prepare. Your words will flow from the higher self the doctor helped reactivate. You'll shock even yourself. People will say, "I've never heard you speak like that." And that's because your voice was once sealed. Now it's free. This liberation isn't just for you. You'll become a frequency transmitter. Your energy will break chains in rooms just by being there. You'll know this is happening when strangers begin thanking you for things you didn't say out loud. That's the new language of spirit, one without words. Type Amen to get blessing 113. Archangel Michael says your steps are now being calculated with precision. You won't go where you're not supposed to. Even missed calls, delayed flights, and last-minute cancellations are part of the orchestration. There is something special about your hands now. They may feel hot, pulsing, or tingly. You've been given the gift of healing touch. Use it wisely. Don't post everything. Some miracles are not meant for social proof. They are for soul confirmation. Keep some victories private. They hold more power that way. And if a mirror shatters, or a light flickers, or a bird lands near your window, pause. Say nothing. Just feel. That's your divine reminder. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The man who once doubted you will try to reach out soon. He won't know why, but your name will haunt his spirit until he acknowledges the truth. This is not for revenge. It's for closure. You will not have to explain your strength anymore. You will not have to prove your pain. The world is now meeting the version of you that was born to rise. The journey ahead is vast, sacred, and beautiful. But don't rush. Walk with grace. Speak with light. Move with authority. Archangel Michael says, you've crossed the threshold. No more hiding. No more dimming. No more delay. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1000.